never anything real. You can never get near the real situation. So you're going to do some deflection or grabbing technique, or jump out of the way, or do a spinning, left eyelid strike, something like that. Now, the way I do it, I've got an Alsatian that's pretty aggressive. Now, he's got lots of knives in there, lots of edged weapons, and he actually attacks me. We play fighting, but what I do is I play fighting, and I try and hold him and deter him from actually attacking me and biting me, and I end up with bites and cuts and tears. But that's what would happen in a knife fight. That's nearer to reality than fighting somebody.
They're unorthodox, aren't they? They don't come as you want them to come.
No, they don't know anything. That's it.
Everything they've learned doesn't work because it's not geared toward coping with this guy who's, for instance, grabbing your leg at the same time as punching you in the head. They're more they can apply the martial arts to, for instance, this, where somebody such as this, or
Uchuki or something like but nobody actually attacks you like that in real life. And in real life, you don't block any punch; it hits you.
You block it with your head.
Yeah, you block it with your head. Yeah, you can't block punches in the real world. No. You can't. I know we can stand it and you can say, well, I can block it and I'll throw a punch.
You can parry it. You might parry it or deflect.
Yeah, but it's more likely you'll be parrying it with your teeth.
Yeah,
that's
true.
It is.
We bite in your fist.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we've done our groundwork in the clubs and nightclubs and pubs, not so much in dojos. We've done that as well. I've had like 24 years in martial arts.
Yeah.
But, I found reality on the door. Same as like Jeff Thompson has. I've worked at clubs in Soho and East London and some of the real bad places where there's bad people.
Well, this is what's taken it onto your book, Old School, New School, where it's more like a bouncer's guide to security work. I know a lot of bouncers and they do on special courses to learn how to be doormen, but you told me earlier that it's all in here.
Well, yeah, I mean the thing is now you do a doorman's course which will cost you like £120. You've got a 2-day course, you're given some information, and you tick the right boxes at the end of it and you're a doorman. So in theory, like a 16-year-old could do a 2-day course and be looking after us in nightclubs.
That's true.
So, I'm coming to glass you in a nightclub, stick a glass in your face, and there's a 16-year-old there to separate us two. How safe would you feel?
Well, he paid his 120 quid, he's got his certificate.
Yeah, but it's not worth a toss.
I've got faith in the guy.
Yeah, but also, there's guys there, like myself, I was forced to go and do the badge scheme because even the old school doorman had to go and do it. It's a good scheme because it gets rid of the real villains from the door, but only from the front line of the door. It's still working behind the scenes, and it stops a lot of the drug profiting that goes on.
Yeah, there's quite a lot goes on the door.
There is, and this book really sort of like exposes it because I'm so into drugs and always have been, and it did upset a lot of doormen when I released this. I've had lots of trouble with doormen, real big trouble.
What sort of response have you had from martial artists about the book, Old School, New School?
It's been pretty positive. All the people that work with doors that have bought the book, they've liked it. They thought it was excellent because the information is there for like 13 quid. They're going to get much more than what they're going to get on a 2-day course, and it's a valuable information book. Everything's there to refer to.
It's a complete guide. I found it very edifying because there's stats in there which I hadn't not even thought about, never mind studied, and it opens an whole new world. And I think even if you're not a doorman, to be quite honest, just reading this book, it heightens your awareness.
Definitely. This one is different. This is trying to tell people what they should be doing as a doorman. It's not about going out there and beating the crap out of a couple of teenagers that have spilled a pint of beer.
Do you find you get a lot of bullies out on the door sometimes?
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, there's more bullies than anything else. I detest bullies, I really do. And I found more on the door, but then again, I found it also in the martial arts.
You find it,
karate. In the early days of karate, I found loads of bullies. You get bullies everywhere, but on the door, they've got the opportunity to be a bully. Being a martial artist doesn't make you a doorman.
Yes, I was going to mention that. You find a lot of martial artists, they might not be able to make as much money teaching, or sometimes we've got to do that little bit more to earn a living. For instance, you could have a few things on the boil. You might be teaching a karate club one night on the door.
They don't train for the sporting arena, and they don't train for just the pleasure side of it. Because there's nothing wrong with training in martial arts for pleasure.
No,
that's fine.
For art's sake.
But for art's sake, yeah. But it may not necessarily save your life. You've only got one life, and it's the one life you've got to protect. If you get it wrong, you lose it.
Well, I noticed watching your guys train today, you do a lot of, let's say, for instance, there's no dropping back into stance. It's not coming from there. It's more or less straight fire stuff. Lots of low kicking, lots of instant locking, etc. Do you feel it's the simple stuff that really works? Or is it really that simple?
Well, yeah, the thing is, dropping back into stance is really, you know, that's like a little safety shit. That's like saying, like, you know, I do martial arts. You know, so pull out your license and say, like, you know, warning. It doesn't work. You know, a lot of people now couldn't care less whether you do martial arts or not. They'll just bang you out. They don't care. You know, dropping into a stance doesn't do anything at all. Maybe 1 in 100 times it may stop somebody attacking you, but you know, if you've got a drunk, he doesn't care whether you drop into stance or not. He's going to beat your brains in.
He didn't even see you drop into stance.
He won't see it, no. He won't see it.
Just good for the visible mass, won't it?
And why do you drop into stance? Why? You're already in a stance.
Exactly.
You're already in a stance.
Stance is there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stance. You maybe step your lead foot back.
Yeah.
You've got it, haven't you? Well, I've made me mindful about your books, Jamie, and I think they're brilliant, as I've said before. If anybody's interested in getting one of Jamie's books, they can write to New Breed Publishing, P.O. Box 511, Dagenham, Essex, and that's RM8 3NN.
Okay.
Thank you, Jamie.
Well, could I just add to that before we finish that I'm actually publishing other people's books now, so if anybody wants to put a book out, the quality of these books,
Just
give me a call.
You on that
write to that address, give me a call, phone me at the office.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, the actual address will be shown after the programme, so get your pens and paper out.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, Bob.